I work with teams in Bulgaria, I work with teams in Russia and other parts of Eastern Europe. And what they tend to do is they tend to start at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning and work till 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. They work an 8-hour day. And that's fine. So they've shifted a couple of hours this way. The teams in the US that I work with shift a couple of hours the other way, and you get more of an overlap. That's a compromise that was made because of the business operation that the organization has. Unfortunately, nobody in the company can tell me why they have an offshore group in Bulgaria, but they do, so that's fine. So what we want to do for the last couple of minutes here is go through some true life examples.
I'm going to do the first one. This was a recent project I've been working on. The business was an online travel agency. The purpose of the project was to allow customers from this agency to book flights marketed by a new low-cost carrier. Mainly were flights from cities from the US to some touristic spots in Mexico or other countries in the Caribbean. The size of the project was more or less 30 people around. And here is more or less a map of the teams. We had teams in the US. It was the company was based in the US. There was here the other team in the US. This is the third company. It was another city of the US. This represents the low-cost carrier system, which we needed to integrate. And here we got a nice team in Argentina, beautiful people, and other team here at India, also contracted by the company. Just a few highlights of this project was we did 3 weeks iteration. We did an on-site chartering before kicking out, starting the project. The on-site chartering was really useful, first because the company wasn't used to Agile, so during the chartering we also take that to go on-site and to coach them on Agile. And that was really helpful to get the customer committed with Agile, committed with the team, committed with the way we're going to work with. The on-site chartering, maybe the bad part of the on-site chartering, something we could have improved, is that most part of the team who maybe was part of the chartering then didn't participate on the rest of the project. We couldn't get the people, well, yeah, you're laughing. We couldn't get the people available. Some other people traveled for the chartering, so then we had, of course, some relearning to do because most of the people changed. That was something we had to improve. But the chartering itself was pretty successful. And besides, after the chartering, as not the team who was going to be part of the project was able to travel there, what we decided is that the whole team, the Argentinian team at least, traveled on site to the USA to perform the first iteration. The first iteration, the whole team was on site. And the first iteration planning was done on site with the whole team, with the customer, with the managers from this company. So that was really useful, and that was a great idea, and luckily we had budget to do that. Then, besides moving the whole team on site for the first iteration, some itinerants stayed on the USA. Myself, I stayed there for more or less 2 months. Then I was replaced by another person. That was also really important because, especially during the first iterations, it was really useful. We needed to understand not only the business of this company, none of us had worked in travel before, travel industry. So we need to understand the business, also the architecture of the company we were working on, the system architecture, technical architecture,